This week on the grid, we're having the Holiday Gear Guide Part 2. Scott will be showing up later in the show, a little late, but we still got a lot of cool stuff to give away, and it starts right now.
The Grid is brought to you by Platypod, the tripod alternative that is changing the world. Everybody has a Platypod. You should too. Go to platypod.com.
Well, hey everybody. As you can see, it's just me here in the studio. I'm sure Scott will come in at some point during the show. Actually, no, he is stuck in traffic. He got a little tied up with a little bit of traffic, so he'll be joining us in just a second. But we have a great show today. I love these shows because we just get to talk about gear, and we all know as photographers we love the gear, and I'm definitely one that I love all the gear. So we're going to get to talk about that. I know last week Terry and Scott got to mention some stuff. I've got some stuff this week. Scott's got some new stuff. Plus, we've got a bunch of deals going on right now. So we're just coming off of Cyber Monday. We here at Kelby, we have not only our cyber specials going on still, we actually just extended them today. So we're, everybody was just loving it so much. We said, oh, we'll extend it a couple days. So we've got that going on, as well as we've got deals from a lot of our sponsors, so we'll be talking about those throughout the show. And to win prizes, we're going to also be giving away prizes. Go ahead and leave us a comment in the chat what you'd like to win. We've got a bunch of stuff we're giving away today. We actually have a Platypod twin pack. So this is a twin pack of Platypods. This is my favorite non-tripod tripod accessory here, right? So I think the control room, because I can hear him over there, Jason is having a delay with his switching. So we're going to be, not as quick at today's show, but we will get there. It's definitely stuff's locking up. So, but with that said, Platypod has a cool special going on right now. So they have their cyber special going on where you can use the code KMAX, so that's capital K, capital MAX, in the discount code, and you're going to pay only $99 for a Platypod Max and the multi-accessory kit. So that's going to save you $36. And then also they've got another one, K Twin, so all caps, and that's going to give you that same dual pack that we talked about for, let's see, what is it here? $69. So you're going to get that for $69. That's normally $99. So there you go. And there's free shipping right now on all orders over $100. So there you go. You got those codes on the screen there. We got K Max for the Max, and then K Twin for that twin pack. So there you go. And next, we're giving away On One No Noise. Love this plugin. I know we've been talking about it a lot, but the more I use it, the more I'm falling in love with it because it's just so fast. And so easy to use, but then has that control that I like. So we're going to be giving that away, and we'll be talking about their cyber special, where you can get better than their cyber special. So I'll talk about that a little later. And then we're giving away a copy of Boris Effects Optics, cool plugin from Boris Effects. Been using their software for years. Used it way back in the day for a lot of visual effects in Final Cut Pro, and now they have this cool visual effects program for photographers. So lets us do all those cool things and render stuff and do effects. And they're having 50% off all their plugins up until, I believe, Friday. So yeah, Friday. So check that out. And then we're going to be giving away books. We've got Scott's Lightroom 7-point system here we're going to be giving away. And then we have the travel photography book, which this book's coming out. This book is awesome. If you're into travel photography, definitely want to pick that up. And then I believe we're giving, or no, we're not giving that one away. That's not what we're giving away. So anyways, there we go. So we've got the travel photography book. We got Lightroom 7-point system, Boris Effects optics, no noise, and the Platypod Twin Pack. Just leave us a comment. Tell us what you'd like to win. Tell us where you're from. Tell us if you have some awesome gear that you want us to know about. I'm always looking for something to add to my collection of little knickknacks for photography. So definitely tell us about that. So as we're waiting here, we've got a couple of people joining we've got people joining the show from all over the world. We've got Glenn saying hi from Calgary. We got Mike saying hi from Phoenix. Frankly, from Germany. We got JC over from all the way from Key West, Florida, down from us. And then we got Lisa V saying hello from Leonard. Rose all the way from New Zealand. We got Marianne all the way from England. So we got people joining us all over the world to talk about gear. So let's jump right into it, right? So a piece of gear that I totally recommend if you're looking for a gift or if you're just looking for yourself is this right here. So I know I've talked about this before, but it's something to not be overlooked. And this is the Giotto's Rocket Air Blaster. So you want to get I like the large one just because of the amount of air it can move. But what this does is it allows you to clean dust off your camera, off your sensor without having to really dig into it. This came in handy just a couple weeks ago because I was shooting an air show and one of the actual military aviation, like one of the officers that was shooting with the team, the demo team, had sensor dust all over his sensor. And he had nothing to clean it, all that stuff. I said, well, I got one of these. We cleaned it, we ran it through its cycle. So we clean it, blow off the dust, clean it again, blow out the dust. And we were able to eliminate all that sensor dust that is so prevalent, especially because he had a mirrorless camera and because he had a mirrorless Nikon and the sensor is so exposed that you get a lot of dust in it. So it's a great tool for cleaning your sensor. So definitely check that out. It's the best $18 you will spend. Next, let's go to, let's do this one. So let's go to, do I have it? Yes, right here. It's winter, right? We're gonna start shooting outdoors. I know me, I'm a night photographer, it starts getting even colder. Getting a good set of gloves, but not just any gloves, something that's designed for photography. So what's great about these gloves is that when you put them on, they have the ability to push back the trigger and your thumb, so you can still touch all the buttons on your camera, you can use your phone, all that stuff, and then you can just flip them back on, so you can cover your fingers up. So I'm telling you, these right here, you can get them over at B&H. Another great $19 to spend, and if you've got a person who's into photography or just somebody who uses a lot of devices, let it be even phone photography, just having that ability to tactilely touch and then still have most of your hands insulated, it really, really helps. So that's that. I'm trying to think of what, I got another one. I don't know, does Jason have that video that we could show? And if he does, then I'll explain the story. So again, let's go back to, I was at the air show, I was cleaning the sensor, and then later we're out shooting, and I've got one of these around my neck, and I'm shooting with a buddy of mine. We shoot rockets, we shoot air shows, and he said, well, what's that thing around your neck? And I kind of told him, well, here it is. So here was his reaction right after he used it. So Matt, you got the Hoodman. What do you think?
So this is the first time I've used something like this. Like, this is my environment that I shoot in. I'm a professional military aviation photographer. And my God, what a difference. I can actually see my photos on my screen.
I'm telling you, those things are amazing. And I'm telling you, I'll tell you, the reaction that people get when they see this. Now, this is something that if you have a mirrorless camera, you might not need as much anymore, but I say you still could use it, and it really comes in handy because that electronic viewfinder is smaller, to where you put this up to the back of your sensor and you look through it and it seems like, oh, that's just so simple. But I'm telling you, out at an air show, out at anywhere where you're having a lot of light coming into your camera, you want to be using this thing. And look who's walking by right in the studio. So I bet he's going to join us over on that set at some point. But this is a great tool. And you know, speaking of, Hoodman has a deal going on right now. So I think they have a cyber special deal graphic, I believe, maybe Jason will bring up. There's the Hoodman loop. I believe they had a deal on it. Yes. Cyber Kelby is the promo code. So Cyber Kelby with a capital, there it is right there. $20 off this Hoodman loop. So there you go. And I know it sounds sometimes silly when you see this and you're like, really, is that going to work? I'm telling you, right after that, Matt, who I was shooting with, was like, I got to get one of these. This is just life-changingly awesome to be able to see, check focus, check your camera, check all those settings. It's just a must. So definitely check it out, Hoodman Loop. And then check out his photography. He's great too, is Matt Haskell. Shoots a whole bunch of aviation photography, so check it out. All right, so maybe we've got Scott in the studio. Yes, we do.
Hey.
He's there.
So you know what happened? So this is going to sound, I have the stupidest, lamest, dog ate my homework excuse. Mm-hmm. I got behind an automobile carrier truck, a truck that carries like 10 automobiles.
Yep.
And I kid you not, they were going 12 miles an hour all the way here. Now, I live 20 minutes from here, and it's kind of a one-lane road almost all the way here. There was 50 cars in just a long line, and I'm just like, I called up Erik and said, dude, I ain't going to be there.
Yeah,
I'm going 14 miles an hour. I'm like, and it was literally until we got to the point, which is almost to the office, by the way, where it splits into 2 lanes. I was stuck behind this truck. So,
it happens.
So that's my lame excuse for being so late.
So let me update you where we're at. So we
please do.
We've given we've talked about all the prizes.
Yeah.
We've got deals.
Oh no,
I have tons of deals.
I have a special prize.
Oh, see, we got a special prize. So
I have a special
this
prize.
Is like a blowout, mega sale.
All right.
Special prizes everywhere.
Yeah, I've got an incredible prize. All right. Seriously, I gotta get it here. All right, first I'm going to tell you, it is a camera bag. But like no camera bag you've ever seen. And it costs like no camera bag you've ever seen. It's the most expensive camera bag I've ever owned. It is incredible. It's real leather. It is designed to be a camera bag and an overnight bag. So it was designed for photographers. Mm-hmm. It has the photography stuff inside, but it also has enough room for you to put an overnight thing in both. And it is made in Germany.
It looks really sweet.
The Compagnon, and it's like $400 for a handbag.
Yeah.
Right. So this would be like what a rolling big. This bag, though, the leather on this, you will never own a nicer piece. It's like Ferrari leather. It is incredible, and it's brand new, and it's just beautiful. Now, it's not new like they just came out with these. These have been around. In fact, this was in my gear guide one year. But here it is. It's beautiful leather. Oh, the leather is so nice. Oh my gosh. Sorry, it's $558. And you have to wait 2 to 4 weeks. But not if you win this today.
You don't have to on the show.
Dude, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's almost $600. And we're going to give one away today. And it is just gorgeous. It's gorgeous, I tell you. It's gorgeous.
That's awesome.
It's gorgeous in person. You're going to love it. And
so
someone's going to win it.
Is just put a comment in the comments. Tell us that you want to win the.
Yeah, but you have to mention what you want to win today.
You got to win the bag.
So if you want to win the bag, just say I want to win that crazy expensive travel bag. Woo! Is that nice or what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And let's see. We went over. So I talked about the pocket rocket here, the Giottos, the cleaning your sensor. This is a great gift. We just talked about the Hoodman Loop, and they've got their cyber deal, $20 off.
You're getting loopy.
And then I talked about this too, Scott, of gloves.
Man, you've had I'm only 11 minutes late. You covered so much.
I know, I did. So photography gloves. I've got tons of little stuff here. All
right, I've got one. Things. Hold on, I've got a killer one. All right. Now, before I tell you what it is, I learned about this, and I guess it was out there, and I didn't know it. But Jason comes in, right? Our director comes in and says, "Look what I got for." So he got a Canon mirrorless camera. He actually bought a Sony first, and then he shot an air show and he switched to Canon. He literally sold his Sony and switched to Canon. And anyway, he got a mirrorless, which is which you would probably get today, right? They don't really make new DSLRs, do they?
No, it's done.
Like nobody,
It's
not
done.
Nikon or Canon or anybody. I think Nikon even came out and said, we're not making DSLRs anymore, right? So anyway, one of them came out and said they're not making any. Anyway, so he bought a mirrorless, and he got a lens for it that is, unfortunately, they're out of stock, but more are coming, right? I went to B&H, and they're out of stock. But for the money and what you get, it's like, you got to be kidding me. So it's a mirrorless mount, which means Canon has done a brilliant job, but I don't want to take anything away from Sony and all, but this is it. 16 millimeter f2.8. It's a 16.
Yep.
So everybody in the world that has a 24-70, and you're like, oh, my shots are not wide enough, but I don't want to buy an expensive 16-35, because a 16-35 is very expensive. It's
Usually when you're shooting a 16-35, you're shooting at 16 or 35.
Yeah, I don't even shoot the 35. If I put a 16-35 on, it's because I want 16.
16 usually.
Because everybody's,
of the time.
who doesn't have a lens that does 24?
Right, exactly.
Right, or
That's what I'm
28.
saying.
Everybody's got a lens that already does that range.
Right.
$299 for an f2.8.
That is the deal.
Small, lightweight. It is very small. It's this big, guys.
Yeah,
Look,
it's
this
close
big.
to like a pancake. It's a pancake.
Yeah, it's a pancake.
Yeah.
It's a pancake. It's delicious with like syrup. Yeah. Anyway, I was gonna see if they don't have a picture of it on a body or anything. They don't have like a. Or you get a little lens hood so you look cool. And it's a nice, with the lens hood, it looks good. It looks a little cheesy without the lens hood.
Yeah.
But you're not going to use it without the lens hood, right? Put the lens hood on, it looks a lot better. There it is. Get it with the lens hood. And anyway, holy cow, what a great deal that is. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, for what you're getting, like $300, yeah, you can't beat
$300, and it's 16 millimeter
that. And you're getting that
f2.8.
RF mount. You're getting
the now. If you're a wedding photographer, that could be a really good one.
Yeah.
Right? To add that to your mix, because you want to capture the whole scene. You want to get the whole church, the whole reception.
2.8 is that's a great.
Yeah, it's great. Now, for what Erik does and for what I do, mostly we would be at f11, so that f2.8 and won't help. No, Erik's astrophotography would be helped with
I mean, it's f2.8 is great for astrophotography, but then I'm going to f8 or f11 for the other stuff.
Right, for the other stuff, we're going to go to, for landscapes and travel and things like that. Anyway, I just think that's when he showed me that the other day, I was like, dude, that's like, what a deal that is. So that's my first pick today is the Canon 16 millimeter f2.8 STM lens. I have another lens later. I actually have two lenses that we'll talk about. Also, my annual holiday gear guide comes out today in Photoshop User Magazine. So I think this is 16 years, the 16th annual. I've been doing a holiday gear guide for 16 years. So I started it when I was 20.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Right?
Yeah.
Anyway, been doing it for 16 years. It is the feature story in Photoshop User Magazine, which comes out today. If you're a Kelby One member, you can just go download it and check it out. I'll also be doing a version of it on my blog probably Friday, but you can get it now.
If you're not a Kelby One member, what can they do?
Well, you can join. Let me tell you why. Because there it is. There's my holiday gear guide right there. Holiday gear guide. It's the holiday gear guide. Yeah. And I got all kinds of good stuff in it. So anyway, but you can join Kelby One because how long does our deal ends today?
Well, we extended it.
Okay. All right. So it's supposed to have ended, I guess, last night. But like every company on earth, we extended it. But it is the best deal that we do all year. We have more people join Kelby One during this week than the entire rest of the year. And it's $90 off, right? And it's an annual pro membership, so you get access to everything. But here's what we did this the other day on our cyber show. We did the math, all right? So we typically release a new class every Thursday, every single week during the year. So you know that in this coming year, you're going to get at least 52 classes, right? You might get more because sometimes we do more, but 52 you're going to get, something in that range. That averages out to $3 a course. $3 a course. Come on.
If you're just looking at the course.
If you forget the other
forget
900
all
plus
the other
classes,
things.
like I don't want to watch any of the classes
but
they've
not only
done.
classes, the magazine that you talked about.
You get the magazine subscription 12 times a year.
The community and the help desk and the discounts.
The community's
and
worth it.
Yeah, I mean, there's tons of other stuff. So that's if you're just looking at the new courses.
And so many members pay for their membership using our discounts. Because we have tens of thousands of members, we've been able to negotiate discounts with all these companies, including like B&H and Apple and all these other companies that have given us special.
I have to tell you, Apple has been a little weird lately.
What's with them?
I know. They're just a little weird lately.
Like
so
Apple,
we're working on that
all
one.
of a sudden you go and
They
the
just
code's
stop.
broken. The
They
code just
stop.
doesn't work to
And
the
they
Apple
said,
store anymore.
Oh yeah, we're changing the way we do it. Sorry, we didn't tell you.
Yeah. You know why?
Didn't tell anybody.
Because Apple doesn't need us or anyone. So they're just like,
that's kind of
we're,
the thing
we're changing
anymore.
the code and we'll tell you when we fix it.
Yeah.
Anyway, but we have tons and tons of different discounts. And we hear from people all the time that say, I saved more than, my whole yearly fee on this one deal. Like we got deals for you that
I've
are
got
incredible.
other people that say, again, like you said, with the community, that between the community and having a help desk in the community that can answer your questions and people that can go one-on-one and dig in and solve your problems in our community, I mean, that right there is for a lot of people is worth the membership. Not even take out the classes.
Right, take out the classes. Just the other aspects, the whole community aspect of it is, And also, one thing that I don't think people realize, because one question that people will ask me straight up and say, what's the difference between you and, because I can watch a lot of tutorials on YouTube. And I always tell them that's exactly what you get is tutorials. I do them. I do free tutorials on YouTube, but this is designed to be an education platform. So if you say, I want to learn wedding photography, we've got a wedding photography track. It tracks your progress through the track. It says, take this class first, then this one, this one. These are full courses. They're not 15-minute tutorials. These are full-length courses. Some of the courses are an hour. Some of them are 2 hours. Some of them are part 1, part 2. If you go, I want to learn Flash, there's a Flash track. I want to learn the business of photography. There's a business track. I want to learn Lightroom. I want to learn Photoshop, whatever it is. There's a track, a learning track to get you started and lead you through the steps. I want to learn drone photography. I want to learn whatever it is. We've got tracks that actually lead you through it, and that's a huge thing.
A big thing there, Scott, too, is not only do we have the tracks and the learning and all that stuff, but it's the whole thing of you can actually learn from somebody who we know does this, they're a professional. When you go on YouTube, because we've done it before, half the tutorials you hear, especially in photography, are just plain wrong. And we've had that. We curate all our content. We've had instructors that, have taught classes that we've been like, this didn't meet the criteria, so we're not able to post it. We have to redo it, or we can't even use it. So everything that's up on our site has passed. It's accurate information. It's trusted from a professional.
Yes.
It's not just.
It's curated.
It's curated. It's not just, hey, I recorded myself and said, oh yes, you should be using a fisheye for all your portrait photography.
Oh man, Eric and I have watched some videos on YouTube, and some of these videos will have like 1.2 million views, and we're like,
oh my gosh, you're telling somebody such wrong information.
And people are writing in the comments, man, this is great. I'm going to do this, and we're like, no.
Don't do that. And I think part of it is they want people to do the wrong thing so their photography's better.
they're intentionally nuking you.
That's all I can think.
All right, give me just a second because I'm preparing. I got another thing that's kind of.
I think we do have to take a break.
Breaks are good.
But when we
breaks
get back
are
from
good.
The break, we will have Scott's next thing.
Well, yeah, I got a thing and a half. So.
Thing and a half.
Yeah.
Boom.
It's here, the best time of year for massive savings on all Boris FX plugins and applications. The Black Friday sale is now on. We are offering 50% off on all new permanent Boris FX bundles and 25% off everything else. The brand new Sapphire 2022, Continuum 2022, and Mocha Pro 2022 are all on sale, along with all of our products, presets, and training materials. Everything is currently discounted in the store. No promo code needed, no coupon code needed. Monthly subscriptions and annual subscriptions and permanent licenses are all on sale. Check it out now because this sale is for a limited time only and does end soon. Click below and head over to borisfx.com for more information.
What if I told you there's a workflow out there that was so dead simple that it fully automated everything down to just the need to press one button? All of your images will be in exactly where they're supposed to be without you thinking about any of it. That's the workflow that I designed in this course. I'm going to be going over exactly how to fully automate the entire workflow, and once this is done, you never have to think about it again. It's going to know exactly where to put your images, exactly what hard drives and what folder structures, exactly how to find your images, and then we're going to take it a step further to show you a workflow where we can completely ditch your laptop, ditch your hard drives. You could be halfway across the world, and with your phone or an iPad that I have here in front of me, have your images, the full resolution files, be backed up to your desktop drives at home. It's one system, it's dead simple. That's what I'm going to cover in this class. It's going to be a wild ride. Come check it out here at kelby1.com.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by B&H Photo, the professional source since 1973.
Hey, we're back. Scott here, and Mr. Kuna, who's been very, very busy. Erik says, I had nobody to bounce off of. I burned through a whole bunch of stuff.
I just kept on going.
I know.
I
yeah.
use this, and I use that.
I know. I feel bad. But this is great, though, because we missed Erik last week when Erik was indisposed at Universal Studios. I mean, he was not available. I was
not available.
He was in a meeting in Orlando. So anyway, it's good to have him here because he always has very, very cool stuff, because Erik's one of my main sources. Erik and Terry White, the two guys that I learn about stuff to spend all my money on, comes from these two guys. So I'm glad to have him back here. I've got one for you that is two things. It's a software thing to get. The price is right. It's on a deal. And then I got an extra deal on top of the deal. All right. So here it is. It's from Topaz Labs. It is their Sharpen. They have a particularly great sharpening plugin. It's called Sharpen AI. It uses AI and machine learning to do sharpening. And Erik will tell you it is the sharpening plugin. Now, there are a couple of other there's not a bunch of sharpening plugins in there.
There's not a bunch. I'm telling you, they are the sharpening.
Yeah, they are the sharpening tool.
Now people will argue. And usually they're arguing over micrometers at this point.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm telling you, they're consistently the best.
Yeah, their stuff is incredibly great. Now, they've got a deal going. It's 25% off. So it's normally $80. They're selling it for $59.95. But wait, there's more. If you follow the link I give you, you will get another 15% off with a discount code. So you're going to get 40% off, right? So it would be 25 plus 15, 40% off. You're going to get 40% off. I don't know what that brings the price down to, but it's cheaper. So anyway, this is the time to get this. And this really is quite a great plugin. I mean, it really is quite a, wow, look at that. Woo. And this is head and shoulders above regular sharpening. This is like pro level sharpening. All right, very easy to use though, not hard. Works in Photoshop, works in Lightroom, works in all that stuff. All right, I'm going to bring up now. I don't know if you can see my screen because it seems like when I see Juan looking around the floor at cables,
it's never good.
That's not good.
It just does not instill a little bit of confidence.
It does not instill the confidence that I'm. Oh wait,
there's more.
All right, hold on. Something happened. All right, hang on. Could be this. Oh, man. All right. Is that working? Do you see my screen? All right. Took a little bit of doing. All right. So you got to follow this link. And when you get there, you'll have to choose the sharpening product. So it's topazlabs.com/ref/2. All right. And then the discount code is Gross Tommy. Maybe not the best. Maybe not.
Yes.
The best term.
It does. It is a last name and a first initial.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is. It's Greg Russell.
It has a point, but it would be easier if it was like Topaz Kelby.
Yeah, something like that would be nice. But anyway, it doesn't matter. The deal's the deal.
You still get the deal if you enter that code.
You still get the deal. Let's bring it up one more time on screen. Grab your phone camera and take a picture of the screen. Or if you're on your phone, make a screen capture. Or we can also put it in the chat for you. But this is like, it's time to get this now. Go. Go. All right. topazlabs.com/ref. And then when you get to that page, then you just bop over, go to products, and then under products, choose, I don't know why my screen was, there it is, Sharpen AI right there, and hit buy now or learn more or whatever. You can also download and try trial versions of it too, but just get it. It's just, you're not going to get it cheaper than you're getting it now. So anyway, that's it. Okay. Erik, what else you got?
All right. So I'll tell you. So I've been talking about On One No Noise. I know I beat it up to death. However, they got a great deal going right now, and I want to show you something that I just want to show you what I'm talking about when I talk about this. So here's a shot of this is the boat that we talked about, right?
The Donna
And you
Kay.
can see, if I come in here, you see all this noise.
Yeah, dude,
that's on the Donna Kay. Now you got to understand, this camera that I shot this with is over 10 years old. This is a first generation Tamron 15 millimeter lens. It's old. All this stuff's old. But all I've done is open up the raw file inside of No Noise. So I just went in and opened up the raw file, No Noise. I have not touched anything at this point. I've just left it at defaults. But you can see if I grab this and then start moving it over. So this is the after. You can see how it just kind of like removes that noise right out of the image. So it's almost like wiping the noise off the image, right? And if I come in here closer, you can really see it, where it just basically just wipes that noise off the image. But then what I love about it is that's the auto settings. We can come in here, we can tweak all these settings if we want. We can add sharpening, we can change the threshold, we can hold down the option key and see like the mask and all this stuff. We can do all this with that. And then all we do is export it and we're done. That's the whole process. It's just cleaning up the image. It's almost like taking, I'm telling you, it's just taking like this slider and just wiping like this fog off your lens, and it just removes it. And then you start editing. So once you export this out, you export it out as a raw file, and you got a raw file without the noise. So it's like it just removed the noise. It also removes any distortions and stuff like that. So let me talk about their deal, right? So if we come back over here, On One right now is having their cyber deal. So it's $48.99. However, there's more. If we come up here and we change the coupon code, so we're going to do a little hacking here, right? So if we change the coupon code to Kelby50 at the end of the website address and we load this page, let's see what happens. Boom, $34. You cannot beat that right there. That is insane.
Erik's
that is like just buy it. Oh my gosh. And I know, Scott, you love the effects plugin, the portrait plugins.
Yeah, but I got to tell you, I started playing with the noise, right?
Yes.
And I went and opened a photo I used in one of my Lightroom books that was just bathed in noise. So it was a statue, a bust in Rome in the Vatican Museum, and I had to open it up. It was backlit, right? Sun's outside and the statue's there at the window, and I opened up and it was a noise city. I got to tell you, I was stunned. This noise reduction is so far above what you can do in Lightroom or in Photoshop.
And like that.
I mean, it's just done. It analyzes it.
I used to have to spend a lot of time to do that in my photos, my Milky Way photos, to deal with noise. It's like that.
Because what you have to do, and I don't think people realize this, so noise reduction will generally blur your photo to some extent. The balancing act, and what was so hard about noise reduction is I've got to reduce the noise, but then I have to bring back the sharpness. And it's a dance that took a long time. It was like
so hard.
Yeah, and it did not work well. It was like you had to work at it, and it was frustrating. And you're like, oh, that looks good. Oh, but now it's blurry. Oh, that looks good. Now it's too sharp. It's just, this does it for you. I was stunned, Erik. I got to tell you, I started working with it, and I'm like, I am loving this.
So I'm gonna just go and open up another image. So I threw in one of the images from the air show. So this was at like the end of the air show or end of the demo. It was like twilight. It's super dark. That's why we can see all that afterburner, right? But I'm shooting at like 6400 ISO to freeze that plane, right? So when you come in there, and I'm shooting with an old 7D Mark II, right? And you come in here and it's just noise. But if you look at like when you wipe it off, boom.
Wow, look at the sky.
Look at that.
Look at that.
It's just like it's just like I wipe. It's like cool. It's like I'm just like noise, wiping it off.
Like, but how hard did you have to work to get to that?
I just opened it up right now.
That's it. You just open it up. It's so the whole
now,
thing about
again,
the AI.
You can get in there and tweak it. That's what I love about On One No Noise is that you can get in there and tweak it and mess with it a little bit and kind of finesse it. But I'm done. I hit export and I export a raw file and I'm done.
Yeah.
And it's like just removes the noise. So anyways, I know we're beating it up, but $34.99, code Kelby50 in checkout. And I swear, I mean, this is the best $34 you will spend. $35.
Hey, we got some comments. First, Dan says, I would love to see a class on theme park photography. So Dan, Erik,
yes.
how long have we been trying to do
We've
this?
been trying.
It's
There's a problem in our legal system.
Yeah, so if you sneak in and do a thing on theme park photography, right? If you sneak in,
get away with it for a little bit.
You might get away with it for a little bit until one of their employees watches it, and then they send us a cease and desist. We have worked with a number of different large theme parks to get permission to do this. But
if anybody knows any connections, but I'm telling you, I know where it's going to fall apart. But
here's where it's going to fall apart. It falls apart in that a lot of these theme parks have licensed third-party stuff, like this land is licensed or this ride is licensed from a third-party company, and so you can shoot these two parts, but you can't ever show this part of it. You're like, well, you got to show that. Well, we can't show that, and you can't show this. And if this roller coaster appears in the background, you can't use that. It gets really complicated really fast. But
yeah,
Dan,
we were actually in negotiation. We were pretty close.
We were close.
With one major park, but then it fell apart once it got to the legal department.
Yeah, but Dan, I would love to do that class myself because I've done a lot of theme park photography over the years. One thing that I used to do, Dan, on my blog was I would take a picture and I would just say, all right, first person to guess this, where it was taken, it wins. And people would guess the actual countries, and nobody would guess. And finally, it took 2 days to get to someone to say, oh, that was shot in the Morocco exhibit in Epcot. So I love theme park photography. I love doing family. We wanted to do a family. We were going to take a family over there, do a whole family thing. And we could sneak it. But if we go through all that trouble and then they pull the class down, their lawyers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Dan, I'm with you, man.
Anyways, it was definitely one that we want to. If anybody knows, contact us. We'll definitely do it. That's the limiting factor there. So.
Oh, look at this one. Lisa says, I have a dessert recommendation when the food talk begins. It's coming. Right? The food talk is coming. All right. So
JC is saying the community is awesome for getting help or answers or just hanging out with friends. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, the Kelby One online community, because we tolerate absolutely zero hate or anybody being just a jerk or anything, we do not tolerate it. It has fostered such a helpful, fun, friendly community. And what's interesting is we have members all over the world. So if you go at 2 a.m. and you go, I'm stuck with this thing, somebody in Europe or somebody in South Africa or wherever will come and answer your question really quick. You'll get questions answered so quickly and great points of view and insights. The community leaders. So we have leaders that help and monitor and just are such a great part. They're the heart's blood of the community. They're so good. And and our leaders, they are experts in their field. I mean, they really know their stuff. So when they tell you, try this or do this, you're
the other thing that they're great at is they know where to get the information if they don't know their If they're I don't know that, but I know this, or they know to contact this instructor or contact that instructor, and they'll contact them and get them in touch with the person in the community. So it's great.
All right. Do we have time for one more? Can I do one, or do we have to take a break?
That's up to them.
Yeah, let's take a real quick break because I see the sign ready for break up on there. So let's take a quick break. When we come back, I got a lens suggestion for you. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Would you believe us if we told you that you could fit studio lighting in your pocket? Well, Lytra has made it possible. Lytra is a global award-winning brand that designs and manufactures professional-grade camera lights that are compact, rugged, and waterproof. Whether you're using Lytra gear in a photo studio or underwater, Lytra's mission is to provide content creators with flexible and unlimited lighting tools that can mount on any camera, anywhere. Their lights come with a high CRI or color rendering index, making them some of the most color accurate lights in the industry. Due to the light's compact and rugged design, photographers are able to use the lights in ways that their studio lighting never could. Lytra has also made multiple lighting accessories available to fit your every need as a creator. Whether you're shooting portraits, nailing a product shot, or even flying your drone, they have got you covered. Lytra enables photographers and filmmakers to focus on their craft and create something beautiful. What will you create?
Hi there, Kelby One members. Corey Barker here with Master Effects Training, and now, this time around, we are going to be talking about 3D compositing. Now, we've talked about 3D, we've talked about compositing. Now we're going to talk about 3D compositing. And what we're going to be doing is creating custom 3D scenes from a variety of 2D sources. Now, one of the key factors here is that we're going to be using the principles of photography. We're going to be building a composite, we're going to be using depth of field. We're going to be using lighting effects, backlighting effects. These are all things that you would construct when you're doing a photo shoot. We're going to do it all inside of Photoshop. I hope you'll join me in checking out these newest courses on kelby1.com.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by Canon.
Oh, we're back. Hey, I'm sitting here looking at the web. We're back. We're back. Well, hello everyone. Welcome, welcome. All right, I got a lens deal for you. Now, it's not a lens deal. It's a gift idea, and I think that there's a Black Friday deal. That's what I was trying to find what the Black Friday deal is. But this is a lens I bought this year. I have fallen in love with it. Mr. Kuna as well has fallen in love with it. It is wonderful for air shows. It is wonderful for wildlife. It is wonderful for if you're shooting sports in the day. I would not recommend it for if you're like Friday Night Lights because the f-stop range isn't as great as it would be for shooting at night. Like you want a really expensive, crazy lens. But here's what's great about this. It's not crazy expensive, but it is crazy good. The price is incredible for what it does. And it's lightweight and it looks really nice. It is the Tamron 150 to 600 f5.6 to 6.3. It is a very, very nice lens. It is sharp. It is fast. It's everything that you want in a long-range lens. It goes to 600 millimeter. So this is what I'm shooting air shows with. Eric, have you shot an air show with it yet? Or
Yeah. Actually, I think they go to my Instagram. I can show you a bunch of shots with it because that's pretty much all I used this last air show.
Dude, it's really a maybe Jason can bring Eric's Instagram up in the thing. But guys, I have this lens. I bought it and I love it. It's no heavier than, I don't think it's as heavy as the 70 to 200 2.8.
Yeah, I think it's a little lighter, but just a little longer.
It's like a 70 to 200 f4 weight.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
It's like that, but it is great. 150 to 600, what a range that is. Yeah. So if you shoot and for sports, if you're shooting in the day, you'll still get the out of focus background and the separation and all that.
Scroll up, Jason, the recent one. So yeah, you see the 3 or the 4 there. So you got the in the middle there.
Mustang.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. All those were the Tamron.
Yep.
So there you go.
I'm telling you. Now, here's the thing. If you do not own this lens or you're like, I'm not sure I'll like it or whatever, go to lensprotogo.com. I will put it on screen for you and rent one for the weekend. So Eric, while he is like trying out different lenses, that's his thing to do. He'll go and I'm going to just write it here so you can see it. Lensprotogo.com. And what I'm going to do to make it easier, look, I'm going to make these gray. There we go. Lens Pro to Go. That is them. All right. Hold on. Let me make it gray. Yep. Make it easier to read. A little lighter.
That design there.
Thank you. I know it's at all. Hey, how it looks matters. Sure it does. All right. So that's it. Go to lensprotogo.com. They are in the business of renting lighting and lenses and camera bodies. And anytime you're like, well, I want to try it, I just want to give it a shot, you can rent very inexpensively. They ship it to you. They give and shipping it back, because people think, oh God, I got to ship it back. It's the easiest thing in the world. They send you the box. It's all filled out. Everything's ready to go. It's a no-brainer. And they're good people, and they have great stuff. And like it says, everything you need shipped to your door, done. Anyway, they're great folks. They have a great thing going on. I use them quite a bit, and they're awesome. And I've tried out numerous lenses that I was thinking of buying. And there you go. Anyway, Lens Pro to go. I don't have the Black Friday deal for them or anything. It's just that's all I got.
No, yeah, but they do have some deals going
now,
on.
I think there could be. Tamron was running some Black Friday deals. I don't know if they've expired or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you can go to Tamron USA if you're here in the States. You can see if they're running anything.
And I love that lens. I love their 15 to 30 f2.8. If you want to get into again needing that wide f-stop, something like Milky Way, night photography, just running around, photography, that 15 to 30 f2.8 is a great lens too.
Let me see if they got any Black Friday stuff. Doesn't look like it. I thought they did. I thought, well, it may be ended because Cyber's over.
Yeah.
Right? So.
But watch it. There's the holiday sales that come up, stuff like that.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, still a great lens, even at full price. I bought it at full price. I didn't get anything, There was no Black Friday deal for me.
So there is a question here from Bill. Bill's asking, does On1 No Noise work better than Topaz D-Noise AI? I can say that I've ran the test. I keep on running the test. I always keep up with this stuff. And yes, Topaz D-Noise, the On1 No Noise is better at wiping out noise in my images than Topaz D-Noise AI. Not to say that, that's the end all be all. Is it going to be night and day difference? To me, I think it's better, but again, it's all in the eyes of the beholder. I will show you like some examples here. Here's an example. So let me just take it back down to, there's the raw file. So you see all the noise in the image. This is what Photoshop noise reduction does to it. You see like that did nothing. And then there's camera raw noise reduction. But if we go up to denoise, you see it wipes out the noise, but it does create some of these artifacts, and I don't like some of these artifacts that it does anymore. To where if I do denoise, no noise from Topaz or from On1, it wipes it out. So I would say, again, for me, I definitely think it's a better solution for wiping out the noise, and the fact that you get that raw file afterwards is really the selling point. But they all do that now. So, anyways, I've got a couple more things, unless you got stuff.
I got more, but you can go.
Yeah. So, I got something that everybody needs, especially if you are a landscape photographer, because you're going to be out early morning or late afternoon, hopefully at sunset and sunrise. You're going to be walking out or walking back from places at night. If you're a night photographer like me, you're going to need this as a must, and that is a great headlamp. And I really love this one. As you can see, I just bought this in February of this year. I actually had to replace my older model with the newer model because my daughter's been getting into going out with me, so I gave her the old one. I got the new one. What I love about this one is it has a memory function on it. It has a red light, a green light, and a white light. And why do you say, well, why does that matter? Red light to save your vision. The green light really helps in Florida and other places where there's a lot of bugs, because the green light you can see, but it does not attract the bugs. And then the white light is great for just blasting the area when I'm leaving to check and see I didn't leave anything and stuff. And it also has a spotlight. It even has a emergency whistle on it, and it has an emergency blinker on the back, so you can see where you're walking if somebody's coming to meet you or they're walking behind you. So again, $18 for that, and it also has a built-in battery, so I don't have to keep on replacing my batteries, which I really like. And so far, so good. It's lasted 4 nights in a row of being out. So there you go.
All right, I've got one for you. 1 sec. I'm going to pull it up here. and I'll tell you why this is better than it sounds. No, it's good. It's all good. All right. Oh, I do have something while we're waiting. So we sell Kelby One swag, right? So it's stuff with Kelby One logos on it and stuff, like everybody sells their swag. We've got our own swag. But what's better about our swag is all the profits go to the Springs of Hope Orphanage in Nakuru, Kenya. So we don't sell it really to make money. We sell it to, there are a lot of people that have asked us, for shirts and hats and cups and all that stuff. We have our own Zazzle site. So if you go to Zazzle and you type in Kelby One, you will find all kinds of shirts and stuff. And here, I'm going to do that for you, actually. I'm going to go to Zazzle.com, and I'm going to type in Kelby One. And here we go. Now, I actually was the model, as you can see, for some of these, like this one. And that's me there with a black shirt on. And that's not me, but these are me. We have Kelby One masks. And that's all me. Editing those. So anyway, but you can get all kinds of different ones from Photo Walk stuff and from some of our slogans and stuff like that. They're all there, and they're very cool. And you've probably seen me wear. Oh, look, the Tiny Terry shirt is there. Come on. Nobody's got. You're going to be walking around, and people are going to be like, "What's Tiny Terry?" And you're like, "Man, you don't even know." And it's even got Terry's little face on there.
There you go.
So you got hashtag Tiny Terry. So that is a reference to when Terry White does a tutorial and he puts himself in the corner of the screen. People started calling him Tiny Terry. So we made up a Tiny Terry shirt. Anyway, that is a cool gift to get somebody that is a Kelby One fan. So that's kind of cool. And you know that the profits go to the Springs of Hope. So that's good. All right. My other thing is, and this is a gift you just cannot beat right here, a B&H gift card. Now, why is this better than an Amazon gift card? I will tell you because I've gotten many Amazon gift cards. I have Amazon gift cards for my birthday I haven't spent yet. Now, here's what the problem is. When you get an Amazon gift card and you add it to your account, that's the first mistake. Do not enter your Amazon gift card until the day you want to buy something. You know why? Because it automatically uses your gift card instead of your credit card. So I'm winding up buying dishwasher detergent and stuff. And I look and it says, your gift card's gone. I'm like, what happened? Well, I bought paper towels and I bought stupid stuff and all my gift card money went away. When you give somebody a B&H gift card, I guarantee you they're not going to get paper towels. They're not going to get dish cards. They're going to get exactly the stuff they want from the greatest camera store in the world. I'm telling you, go to B&H. No one gets a B&H gift card and goes, oh, they're like, oh man, it's a B&H gift card. And you know what's nice about it? Your spouse really can't go, well, we need to get stuff, You're like, honey, we need to do that. Nope, it's going to B&H. Woo! So go get a B&H gift card. I love it when I get a B&H gift card because I know I'm going to get cool stuff. So that's another one of mine. All right. Blake says, you guys are killing me. I'm going to go broke and end up divorced if you keep tempting me with the deals. I know. Jesse has a really nice comment about the Kelby One community as well. A couple great comments. It says, Jesse says, the Kelby One community is easily the best. That's all in caps. Online community on the internet. I agree. It's because of the friendliness and the helpfulness. You don't have to worry about asking a question and everyone nuking you and stuff,
Yeah, because honestly, Scott's right. Not only that, everybody that's in there has paid to be part of it. So we're all like, it's not just like I signed up with some fake troll account that I'm just going to troll people with, which is half the forums and photography. But then there's that other side of, if there is somebody that is kind of going we kind of pull them back in, and if they don't come back in and they're not going to, be a support to the community, they're out. We don't need their money. We don't need their negativity.
But let me ask you this, Eric.
They're out.
This is a testament to how great this is. How often have we had to ban someone from the Kelby community in all these years?
Handfuls.
Like 5 or 6 times ever. Handful. Because everybody pretty much polices themselves. When you're in a friendly community, it keeps things friendly.
Yep.
Also, a buddy of mine is in a different community, and I won't mention the one that he's in. But he says, if someone makes the mistake of asking an easy question, people will come back with snark. Like, let's just say that somebody said, hey, what f-stop should I use for blank, for wildlife, or whatever. Everyone like almost all the comments, instead of saying, well, try this or it depends or whatever.
Or this is why you would use this.
They
or
just
this is
go,
why you would use that.
they just make fun of it. They just make fun of the person, and they're like, well, maybe you should use F4, or maybe you should use F16, or maybe how about F8? How about F9.5? I mean, they just start coming up with all kinds of, and they just make fun of the. That is not the experience in our community. That's why, James says, I often go to the community. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm looking for, but then I learn something new, right? He says, I don't know what I don't know, and then I learn something new. So that's great. Yeah. So, and we love to hear that stuff. The community really is. It's a very special place. And also, every time a new class goes up, so every Thursday, there's a button right beside the class that says, discuss this course. So if you want to talk to the instructor, if you want to talk to other people about that course, if you want to have a discussion about the course you just watched, there's a button, discuss this course, and it leads you right to that. All right, Daniel says he's got a question for Erik.
Yep. So the question for Erik on the headlamp, can I switch directly to the red light without switching to the white light? Yes. So that's why I upgraded to this one. I had my older one. This has a memory function on it. So the last function I'm using, so if I'm usually using red light, if I turn it on again, it goes right to the red light. Turn it off, it goes to red light. If I want to cycle through, I've got to tap the buttons to go through. So yes, it does. And that's what I love about this one is that memory function. Because you are absolutely right that the worst is when you're out there and you've got the red light and then you cycle through to that white bright light and it just messes up everybody's photo. So yes, very cool. Now I've got another one.
All right,
this
go
one's
ahead.
Pretty. This one got more expensive. It was cheaper when I bought it earlier this year, but it's still, I think, affordable. And this is an attachment, a tripod attachment for your iPhone. So this will attach to your ball head. It has a built-in, it's basically a ball head for your iPhone, right? It has the Arca Swiss plate on the bottom of it, so it'll attach. And then you can attach that to your tripod, and then it has the ability to kind of move it all different ways. And you can see it here on the screen. It is $40. It used to be $30, so it went up this year. You can see I bought it earlier this year. Been using the heck out of it. I love this versus some of my older mounts had plastic components and they would vibrate and shake a lot. This, because it's made all of metal, it does not shake. This is the closest thing to the Really Right Stuff. Really Right Stuff has the same type of thing, which I mean is going to be better than this, but still for 4 times the cost, I'll take this one. So there you go.
Yeah, Really My Stuff makes the best stuff on earth. But you're paying for the best stuff on earth.
You're paying for the Really Right Stuff.
All right, I have a wonderful gift. And this is when you want to give something very personal. You know, because sometimes you go, I don't want to just buy somebody just another, like, you know, here's a stupid iPhone holder. No, I'm just kidding, Erik.
I love it.
No. But sometimes you want to give something more personal.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like if you buy somebody an iPhone holder, it's a great gift, especially for someone that does iPhone photography, and that price is right, but it's not personal. If you want to give something more personal, here's what you do. Give one of your prints, one of your own prints, have it printed and sent to the person. Now, I'm over here at bayphoto.com, right? So Bayphoto, there's 2 labs that I use. Bayphoto, which is they're amazing, and MPix, M-P-I-X. Those are the 2 labs I use. You upload the photo, you choose the paper, and then away it goes. Now, I have a class on Kelby 1 on how to print and prepare your images either for your own printer or for a lab. You'd be surprised it's the same process. But at the end, in Lightroom, you just save the image as a JPEG, and you upload that JPEG to either Bayphoto or mpix.com. When you send one of your own images, it is so personal. People have done this for me, and I'm always like, it's nice that someone gets you a gift, but when it's a print, it just seems so like they're giving of themselves, right? So, and they look wonderful on your wall. Now, you can decide, and so the reason I have the fine arts page prints up here is because they're fine art prints, they're made with, you know, archival quality stuff. It's going to last forever. You know, they'll have that print. They'll all be dead and the print will still be there. We're all wiped out dead, but the print lives on. Anyway, I'm telling you guys, it's an inexpensive gift, but let me say this. Do not send somebody an 8x10. Your size to entry to make an impact is really, it's 16 by 24.
16, yeah. So that's what I was
16 by 24. And go into Lightroom or Photoshop and put a nice white border around it, right? You're not, if you go to Walgreens, you print border to border. But if you're a photographer and you're a serious photographer, you put a white border, and you can even see on their page these nice prints that have white borders. And now they do print edge to edge and stuff, but don't do that. That's not you. That's not who you are. That's not what you're about. And if you want to buy really nice stuff, now you can get their regular prints and they're less expensive. But if you really want to give like a really like, wow, I want to bowl them over, go get their fine art prints. Now I'll give you a couple of papers in here that are amazing. This Hahnemann Fine Art Barta Satin is phenomenal. Someone gave me a print on that, and I had to call them and go, what in the heck did you print this on? So this Hahnemann Fine Art Barta or Barta Satin is really, really nice. The Epson Exhibition Fiber. Now, you would use this. That is amazing. I have that paper, but you would want to use this when it's the opposite of metallic. So metallic is really shiny and amazing. This is more of a texture-y, like it looks really great for black and white, but it looks like a photo print when you use it. You're like, ooh. And one more for you. The either the Epson Premium Luster, which is also a really, really good one, or the Moab Lassell, the Lassell Exhibition Luster. Those lusters have a really nice sheen to them. They are not glossy. They are like kind of almost satiny a little bit. Like satin. They're really, really nice. But there's some great papers there.
It's kind of like it's like paint. It's like that satin.
Yeah. But can I tell you something? If you click on the wrong one, it will not matter. All of these papers are really, really good.
They only print on the best papers.
Yeah, they do. That's why really good, high quality paper. So anyway, I would love for a print, and people have bought me. I've got beautiful prints from. I've got Joe McNally prints. Moose Peterson sent us some beautiful prints, and it's just now. I will say this: that when Joe and Moose send a print, they send a print. We've got them hanging here on our walls and in our headquarters. Yeah, they send like that 36-inch or at least a 17 by 22. That's a really nice. Now, also, I kind of point out one more thing. When you go to these sites, MPix and Bay Photo Lab, they will have traditional old school sizes. Don't use those. Like, don't get a 16 by 20. A 16 by 20 is the size that you would do with photographic film. With digital, you want 16 by 24. You don't want to have to crop your image to make it look good. You want to be the same size as your image. So keep all that in mind. Choose digital sizes. And if you don't know what digital sizes are, just go to Google and say, what are the digital sizes? Like, in other words, what are the sizes without me cropping, having to crop and fit it on a smaller size paper? Guys, you cannot go wrong sending someone one of your prints. They will love it. You can also, by the way, both MPix and Bay Photo Lab will mount it, and I strongly recommend getting a mounting board behind it. It's probably $10 or $11 extra, but it takes out the seams. It's perfectly, and it's mounted. You can actually mount them on the wall. Like, I'll go to MPix, I'll ask for the black mat board, I think it's called, or canvas board. It's black, and we hang them right on the wall or lean them against the wall. They look great. They also do matting, and they also do framing, and they do glass. They do it all, so you can send someone either a print, a mounted print, or a framed and glass print. It's all right there.
All right, so speaking of prints.
Someday my prints
You could go over to this website right here. It says erikkuna.com.
Aha!
And say you were into astro or aerospace or aviation, you could go up to that buy prints button right there, and you could go over and buy any of these prints that I have for your wall.
Very printy.
There you go. Boom. So, shameless plug. There
All
you
right.
go.
Well, I'm going to do a shameless plug then.
There you go.
Mine are actually
Do
at a
it.
gallery. Hang on. Let me pull it up here.
Yeah. His are the Scott Kelby price. Mine are
No.
Kuna price.
No. Mine are all different prices based on.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
All right. So my prints are, and I only have a few of them that I sell. Hold on. It's at Yellow Corner, KORNER.com. So it's Yellow Corner, and they have what you call it? They have galleries all over the world. They have like 86 galleries, and but you don't have to go to one of their galleries. So most of their galleries are in Asia. They have a few in the United States, but you can go in here, type in my name. That's kind of naughty.
Yes, my gallery is at smugmug.com.
But there's different sizes and stuff, and I only sell a certain number of the prints. So anyway, go to Yellow Corner, KORNER, and you can buy one of my prints there, and I would love it if you did it. Woo! So
yeah,
that'd
be awesome.
So, all right.
We do have to take a break, our final break.
Yeah, we got to take a break, and then we're going to give away some stuff. Yep. So, and then we have our food thing today too. And Lisa's got a really good. Ooh, I like this. All right, stick around. We'll be right back.
I'm Erik Kuna, and we're here at Cape Canaveral, Florida, to bring you this class on rocket photography. I'm so excited about this class because this is something I'm really passionate about. I really would love to, take you through the process, start to finish, of how we go through planning a rocket shoot, how we go all the way through to the post-production. But not only that, this is something that anybody can do. Yes, we're gonna go through and show you press access and how we can shoot remotely on the pad, but I'm gonna show you how you can go off-site, shoot rocket streaks, shoot nebulas, shoot telephoto shots that anybody can shoot, all in this class. And we're gonna go start to finish through the process. So come check out my new class on kelby1.com.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by Platypod, the world's most compact tripod base.
Hey, we're back. Scott and Erik here, and we're already over time limit. So, Erik, what else you got? You got some more stuff.
Oh, I got some more, but let's go for the more affordable items. So this is something that I added to the arsenal this year, and this has come in very handy. So I do a lot of light painting out in the field and stuff, and I'll take a light and I'll put it on a light stand. Well, this Lume Cube light stand right here, it's only 5 foot, but this I can fit multiple ones in my backpack, go hike out, and it's great because it just extends out and then you get extended out.
Look at that!
And then it comes down and back until I
That's
mess
really
it up
clever.
on air,
I've never seen that before.
I messed it up on air. But anyways.
Oh God, he messed it up on air.
It'll compact back down. There
will it though? Will it?
Boom. And they're back down to that. So there you go.
And it's a weapon.
Yeah, and it's great.
Like
it's great for fending off coyotes or
coyotes.
Stuff like that. Here's another one, right? So everybody, if you're not using an L bracket, you should use an L bracket because especially if you're a landscape photographer or anything, wanting to change your orientation quickly, right? But I use this one a lot. It's $20, right? Universal L bracket. It's just metal, right? I mean, that's what it does. And it works great for $20. So there you go. $20 L bracket. But
why that is so surprising is because L brackets have traditionally been, they used to be $225.
Some
they came down to $50 or $60. Now they're at $20.
$20.
Wow.
and you can get it in one day.
Look at that,
I can have it
311
here
ratings.
tomorrow if I want to pay a couple extra bucks.
Yeah, 4.5 stuff. That's pretty. 4.5 stars. That's pretty good. Amazon's choice for bracket. All righty. What else you got, Mr. K?
Well, I could keep on going. I mean, but I've got. So another thing is if you've got an astrophotographer in your life and you're wanting to really kind of like take it to the next level, if they don't have some kind of star tracker, getting them a star tracker. And I love this iOptron Sky Guider Pro. It's great because you can do not only the wide field, but then you can put on this counterweight and then do telephoto stuff. We did a whole class on that this year where we were talking about getting into that. So that's all you really need to get into astrophotography is adding this piece of gear and then just having a wider telephoto lens, and that's it. And because you're tracking the stars, you don't really need that f2.8 lens. You can get an f4, f5.6, f8 lens on there, and because you're tracking the stars, you can add that to your arsenal.
Very nice. Hey, a comment here from my buddy Jay up in Minneapolis. What's up, Jay? Jay says, thanks for reminding me about your rocket photos, Eric. I've been meaning to get Christmas gifts from you.
There you go. Boom.
Man, he's a really good shooter. He's really good.
Yeah.
I spent the day with Jay up in Minneapolis. We had so much fun. Gosh, it was a great day. But
I've been out with him shooting in
I just want to go
Dakotas.
back to Minneapolis, you know, and see the Vikings lose because we need the help in the NFC. Oh, who said that? Nobody. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna. We have our prizes coming up, and we've got our food stuff. Speaking of food stuff, next week our food photographer Aaron Van is going to be our in-studio guest. We're also going to be Skyping in with Rick Salmon, so that's going to be fun. That's next week. Action-packed. If you're into food photography or if you're into Rick Salmon, which everybody is.
But speaking of food, right? We need to get to food, right?
All right.
So
I got a thing for you. Ready? This is a surprisingly great thing. Don't show my screen yet. But it is, imagine if you could eat, Eric, may I call you Eric?
Yes.
Imagine if you could eat an entire pizza, a whole pizza with all kinds of great toppings and everything yumming, and it's around 11 carbs. And it's not some crappy pizza. Because you can get low-carb pizzas that are just awful. This one's actually from a national chain. In fact, it's one of the fastest growing fast food chains in America. I don't know how fast it is, really, if it's fast food. One of the fastest growing food chains in America, Blaze Pizza, right? So this is owned by LeBron James, right? They have a keto crust pizza, and it is, for a slice, it's 4 carbs, and then it has 2 fibers. So 2 net carbs for a slice of pizza. Now, you have to get their medium pizza. It's an 11-inch pizza. You could eat that whole 11-inch pizza. Well, I could, certainly. And you're around 11 carbs. Now, depends on what you put on top of your pizza, right? So if you put a bunch of stuff on there, but what I put on here is the keto crust, right, which is gluten-free, by the way, a spicy red sauce, some some mozzarella, shredded mozzarella, applewood bacon, and cherry tomatoes, and you're literally talking, for one slice, 2 net carbs. So for a whole pizza, really, you're talking, I think, 12 carbs. And with whatever, depending on when you put it. But for a whole pizza? And it's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. It's not crappy. Now, the crust is made of cauliflower and weird rice and low-moisture mozzarella. It doesn't matter. Don't look at the ingredients. Just taste the pizza. Yeah. Blaze Pizza. There's one near you, probably. If there isn't, there will be opening soon. We have a bunch of Blaze Pizzas opened up here in the Tampa Bay area. Okay, next. So Lisa says, I have a dessert recommendation for you when the food talk begins. If you're ever in Pinellas Park, I'm not often in Pinellas Park.
I drive by there all the time. My daughter goes to school down there.
So Jollibee. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't Jollibee a chain from Korea? From South Korea?
It's a chain. And it's a Filipino restaurant.
Filipino, right. They're huge,
I'm
though.
looking at it right now. I might be going here.
Dude, it's supposed to be really good. Like, this chain is huge, and they're just coming to the Tampa Bay area.
So what did she say?
She's saying the fried peach mango pie. She said they are the best fried peach mango pie ever, right there. Do not look at the carbs. Do not hit the nutritional information. This is on that day where you go, today is not a carb day for me. So anyway.
I don't know. This definitely going to
Yes, it is a Filipino fast food restaurant. And the mangoes from the Philippines are so good.
Wow.
Anyway, I knew they were from someplace else. I thought it was Korea, but it's from the Philippines. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, we got winners. Are we ready for our winners? Let's see who we got.
We got a bunch of winners because we got a bunch of stuff. Right? So the Platypod Twin Pack is going to Erik Starling. And remember, with the Platypod, we've got those discount codes, which I'm sure they'll bring up. We've got that. Then No Noise is going to Tim Oliver. They've got that deal, Kelby 50 to get 50% off of their plugin. Then we got Boris Effects Optics is going to Blake Morgan, and remember they got their 50% off as well. And then we got a couple books. We've got Lightroom 7-Point System going to Suzanne Ritter, and then the travel photography book going to Diane Vandepute, maybe?
Yep.
Maybe, yep, there we go. And then the camera bag.
Dun, dun, dun. This one right here.
Yeah, right there is going to John Gessner.
Congratulations, John.
There you go. If you just contact us over at gridprize@kelby1.com, email us there, and then we'll verify your information and then send you your prize. So there you go.
Just like that.
Just like that.
So we have a great show lined up for next week. We hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Thanks to our crew here. Thanks to all of our wonderful sponsors who help make the grid happen. Because without them, it's just me and Erik at our own houses doing what we do. But we get to come in and do a show. So thank you to our sponsors. Thanks to all of you for watching, and thanks for all of you who have shared our cyber deals and stuff. Don't forget, this is go get your Kelby One membership. We'd love to have you with us for the next year. We've got some amazing things planned for 2022. Some incredible classes that will blow your mind.
Mine.
I could have used, yeah, mine. It was a perfect time to add an echo effect. Anyway, thanks, you guys. We'll catch you next week. Thanks, Mr. Kuna. See you guys.
Thanks.
Take care, everybody.